Welcome to our channel Life Insights. Now we are going to explore what J. Krishnamurti says on the existence of God. He was conducting a meeting at Chennai. There he was asked to say about the existence of God. He was asked to reply in yes or no. The answer must be straightforward. For that, he was giving the reply. From the ancients, Sumerians to Greeks, and also Indians had the thought of the existence of God. But in the period of Upanishads, there was no mention of God at all. Then, how come the concept of God came into existence? Whether God created man or man himself created God. We have to explore and investigate very closely. And if we look very closely, it is certain that only man has created the concept of God. First of all, the thought creates the concept of God, thereby compelled to worship the God. Why do we create the concept of God? Because life is very much uncertain. We want to feel very secured. As life has no authority, we want to create an authority so that all of our problems will be solved through that agency called God. In between, one man asked the existence of Atman. He was referring to any person entertaining the idea of Atman. For that, J. Krishnamurti replied, what kind of Atman it was. This concept of Atman also was created by the thoughts only. Thought is very tricky. It can create so many things out of nowhere, and then it will entertain and worship. Again, another one person asked about the soul. Then he asked what kind of soul it is, whether it was the soul of a shoe. Hence, Krishnamurti was joking. Thus, Krishnamurti does not entertain the idea of God at all. Then for him, what is the most important thing in life? For him, living is the only reality. We are to be concerned about living only. What is required for living? Only that we are to entertain. Then in living, what is the most important aspect? We are to love the fellow human beings with our mind and heart. This will be the solution to all of our human problems. Human beings are faced with so many problems like poverty, inequality, injustice, violence, etc. How do we solve all these problems? We can solve these problems only if the human beings understand each other. Who is a human being itself is required a great inquiry. Human beings are required to inquire themselves. What do we get from the existence? What is existence at all? We have to inquire into our own life. We have to observe and be aware. Then perhaps our problems will be solved. So the first requirement is human beings are to be aware. We are not to be entertained with the idea of God at all. God is a concept created by the thought. As we have told already, thought is very tricky and it is very difficult to understand the ways and means of our own thought process. We have to inquire whether something beyond thought exists or not. For that, great awareness is needed. If we are observing our own thoughts, we may go beyond thought. We may find an entity which is beyond our own thoughts. That is what sacredness is. That dimension of life we are to enter into. Whether something beyond our own thought process is existing or not, that is the only purpose of life. There, time and space do not exist. Such an entity may be there, only we have to explore into our own thought process. Then we may arrive at the solution. We must not dissipate our energy in pursuits like whether God exists or not. These kind of things are totally irrelevant. Only living is needed. Once again, we will be coming with another one idea telling about our own life. Thanks for watching.